welcome to part 3 of task 2 of my music industry assignment. Collabs and contracts. This is basically about how the role of an artist in the music industry and the role of a publisher in the industry merge together and how they collaborate together and what contracts may be involved in that collaboration. Now, it's basically about what they can do for each other. The artist and the publisher. Now, the artist will write the song, make the song, perform the song, whatever. And then the publisher will publish the song, promote the song. These two are explained in part 1 and 2 of task 2. Now, these two have a shared income for the way they collaborate together and how much money is given. There is a sort of chart like this. One side is the artist's share, and one side is the publisher's share. Now, this is how they distribute how much money each of them gets from streams, from the actual selling of the product. This is how they disperse that. It's basically a 50-50 split. Now, this is only one type of deal that is usually used in this contract. The other deal means that there is a line there which makes the publisher's share only 25%, because it is 50% of the publisher's rights. Because the artist has the rights to the lyrics and the melody and everything that they created. The publisher has the right to publish that song and to give that song to other people. If the artist gives up all of those rights, they may not be able to promote themselves and sell themselves because it might go against their contract. So, if it is put out like this, then they still own some of those rights. And the publisher still gets paid. And this is a standard deal. The publisher getting 25% of all profit that song makes. But it might not just be a song. Something else that could be put in a contract is a time frame. A time frame of how long the publisher owns these rights. So, the artist may say, "Hi, I'd like to hire you as my publisher for a 2-year period." That means that anything the artist creates in that 2-year period is automatically made to be this. They could create one song and the publisher has rights to that song, or they could create an entire album, 2 albums, whatever they're capable of, and the publisher owns that. But anything that is made in that specific time frame is then added to that contract. This income comes at either a weekly or monthly allowance, and that is usually specified in the contract when they get their money, what date they get their money. Some writers, some artists are just writers. They just sell their song. Then the publisher kind of takes over. And the artist is still getting paid, but are not involved in the process anymore and have to have complete trust in this contract. And that's a big thing. Trust and knowledge. It is a common stereotype that a lot of artists don't really know what they're doing when it comes to financials. But a publisher's job is to deal with that. An artist makes stuff, a publisher, well, publishes. They deal with the money side of things, while the artist deals with the creative side of things. Which means that the artist needs to have a lot of trust in their publisher, that they won't add loopholes, that they won't add anything sketchy to the contract, and they need to have knowledge of what this contract means for them. The publisher also needs to know what the contract means for them. Everyone needs to have that trust and knowledge with each other so they know they're getting the best they can out of this deal. Especially if the artist is just selling their songs, they need to know that the publisher won't do something with that song that they wouldn't approve of. Now, the publisher has publishing rights and the artist has copyright rights. We have discussed that this bit is the artist's share and this bit is the publisher's share. But what that really means is that this bit here is the copyright of the song. This is not sold to a publisher. The copyright is something the artist always owns. The only thing they don't own, if it's a 50-50 split, is the publishing rights, which the artist sells and then the publisher owns. Which is why most deals are like this, where they still own some of those publishing rights. So, say that this is a song. The artist has 3/4 of the song, but the publisher owns a portion of that song, which means they own a portion of the money that song makes. It is directly proportional and equal. However much the publisher owns, that is the percentage they get of the money. Whatever percentage of the song they own, that's how much they get. And all of this is explored deeply in the contracts that come from that. And that basically ties up task 2. I hope you found this both enjoyable and informative. Thank you.